Hello everyone, in this video we're going to look at the notes payable exchange for goods. January 1st, year 1, Madsen Company purchases used equipment from Jordan Company, issuing a non-interest bearing $10,000 5-year note in exchange. The problem is there is no fair value for the equipment. It's a used equipment as well as the note itself. So the company will have to use its incremental borrowing rate, the interest rate that they have to pay if they borrow money, and 12%. So the assumption here is that because there's no fair value for the notes or there's no fair value for the equipment, we have to assume that 12% is reasonable. So we have to use that assumption. Okay, the present value of $10,000 to be repaid at the end of year 5 at 12% is 5674.27. So our interest rate is 12%, 5 years. So we can look at the present value table, 12% at 5 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0.5674, right? So if we have to pay, what was the value here, 10,000 of notes payable, so that means the present value is 5674.27, just like what is provided for us. So we know that the discount is going to be 4,325.73. Okay, and then we also need to do the depreciation journal entries. The useful life is going to be 10 years. I think the equipment can be used for 10 years. There is no salvage value. Okay, so the depreciation expense would be the value of that equipment calculated using the incremental borrowing rate of the issuing company minus salvage value and divide that by 10 years. I need to put a bracket here at the beginning. Okay, so the cost minus salvage value divided by the number of years of its useful life, we get 567.43. Okay, and then we also calculate the non-interest bearing table for 12%. The discounted carrying value, what was the number? 5674.27, and the discount was 4325.73. So we can calculate for the next 5 years how much is the interest expense, which is 12% times the carrying value, 680.91. That is also the discount amortization because this is a non-interest bearing notes. So that will reduce to 3644.82, and that amortization increases the carrying value to 6355.18. Okay, and you can do it for the second year, the third year, the fourth year, and the fifth year. And you see that the discount goes down to 0 and the carrying value goes up to $10,000. So after 5 years, the company will pay $10,000 to the customer. Okay, and then we can look at the journal entries. First of all, we get our equipment valued at the present value of the $10,000 for 5 years using 12%. And then discount on notes payable, which is for 325.73, and notes payable that we will pay in 5 years is, I can just add those two, $10,000, the face value of the notes payable. At the end of the year, first we have to recognize interest expense, which is the amortization of the discount. And for the first year, we're going to use this number here on the first year of the amortization table, 680.91. And don't forget the adjusting entry for depreciation expense, which is using straight line. We get 567.43 for the new equipment, and we have accumulated depreciation for that equipment in the first year. In the second year, we move to the second row for our interest expense. Interest expense is the second amortization of the discount on notes payable, which is 762.62. This is using effective interest rate method. And again, we have to do the depreciation expense adjustment, because it's straight line, the amount will always be the same. Accumulated depreciation is 567.43. And if you continue with the third year, you move to that information, the fourth year, the fifth year, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's how we prepare this journal entry for an exchange with an asset, goods or equipment, machineries, buildings. We issued notes payable. And if there is no fair value for the equipment or the goods, we use the incremental borrowing rate of the issuing company. Assume that makes sense. That's normal, 12%. So we can calculate the present value and use that as our cost of the goods or equipment. Thank you for watching.